Hi, this is Singletary. I am an Educational Technology Master's candidate at University of South Carolina. I am presenting my portfolio and partial requirement of this degree. My portfolio is organized with a main navigation bar at the top, which is visible on all pages of my portfolio. This is for the ease of use. My artifacts are in a section that are all linked together, but yet the artifacts are separate. They will display and explain the AECT objectives of this degree. My goals when I began this degree was to obtain a position in a school district or corporation as a technology integration specialist. I feel very strongly about technology and its use as a tool in education, as I feel that it is a tool that is different for everyone. That is why I decided to pursue this degree in educational technology. The artifact I will begin with first is the design artifact. And the two artifacts I have in this design element are very important to me as I design both of them for my students at Aiken Elementary School. It really introduced me to the understanding of why analysis of your learners is important. I implement a spiral curriculum at Aiken Elementary because I teach grades kindergarten through 5th grade. The analysis of my learners through this curriculum year after year has shown me that there is a weakness of understanding the objectives of note duration connected to fractions. Notes in the musical sense is a different language. I'm teaching almost a code to the students, and fractions are inherently hard for all students, and so connecting those two has always been hard. So that's why I chose these projects to design them, in the hopes that I could connect to them in a different mode of engagement. The objectives, the task, and the assessment measures had to be very carefully designed in this digital environment. Repetition of information had to be present, so I had to factor in the multimedia engagement, so I had multiple ways of introducing the topic, getting some of the UDL design in there as well. This is an area of multiple engagement through project design and varied authoring tools. I found through this that students responded better and the summative assessment was more positive. In the development section of my artifacts, the projects in this section were some of the ones I had the most fun with. I really enjoyed the process of designing these instructional materials for others. The two groups I designed for in this section are drastically different. The School Fusion site I designed for Aiken Elementary once again, and it is actually School Fusion is a Web 2 tool, and it's used by teachers to post academic information, launch blogs, wikis, and slideshows from. It also acts as the school website. This project introduced me to the world of not everybody welcomes technology the way you do. I was shocked that not everybody was excited about new technology as I was, I developed training modules and materials through hands-on materials, electronic modules, training on the smartboard, and training in a hands-on computer lab. I developed these training modules at various portions of my internship. I struggled with lowering my expectations of enthusiasm of the staff. Some embraced the new technology while others balked. This website is still very valid and I update it weekly. I also support teachers in the use of this tool and students in the use of this tool. I send out weekly emails to the staff and monthly emails to the parents of Aiken Elementary. I continue to support this project by troubleshooting. In the utilization section of my portfolio, I have projects again which I designed for instructional use. I discovered in these projects in the utilization section that the analysis of learners, the design, and the development sections of ADDIE when developing these projects all blur together. There was no line of delineation. All three sections of that blurred together as they really flowed together as I needed to constantly think about them as I prepared the materials for the learners. Decisions about implementation, design, and diffusion to learners are crucial. The learning community needs to be dynamic and engaging. Modes of learning need to factor in cognitive load and a variety of strategies incorporated into instruction. Again, getting that UDL philosophy in there and making sure that the instruction is designed for all learners. Maintenance of the project end product is also very important. Evaluation through feedback should be reflected upon by the instructor, and the existing instructional method should be changed if it is proven to be subpar or ineffective. In the management portion of the portfolio, the interview I conducted was very elucidating to all the research and resources I read regarding the planning of technology, implementation, and sustenance. The interview revealed the same concerns and issues surrounding those discussed in class. We really discussed issues in class and read about the issues of technology management. And when I went and did this interview, I heard the same issues crop up in our discussion. It prepared me to keep abreast of the most current research and best policies regarding coordination, resources, and delivery of technology. Cost, time, and personnel are all very crucial to technology being successful in education and the corporate world. In the final section of my portfolio, the evaluation section, I'm focusing on a project and an artifact addressing the UDL facets of the program at USC and designing materials for all learners, removing the barriers for all learners to have success and to provide multiple means of engagement for them. Through the UDL learning I have received at University of South Carolina, I've come to the realization that it takes global thinking in any technology project and instruction. That's the key, in my opinion, is the global thinking. The project must be evaluated by more than one, hopefully more than one sample set of users, providing that the assessment tool is valid. Problems must be addressed and solved by modification of instruction or management of materials. Planning must not be short-sighted and must factor in continuous formative evaluation so instruction can be corrected and modified for those learners. This project focused on creating accessible instructional materials for all learners. I summarize this portfolio by saying that being a candidate for this degree at University of South Carolina the past 2 years has been one of the most wonderful experiences of my life, and it's also been one of the hardest, but I am so glad I have had this experience and will always have it throughout my life. I began this program with much desire, and I have even more so now. When I began this program, I had very little technology know-how. I had ideas about what could be done, but really no pedagogy to work with. I am, like I said, different than most educators. I've taught in the traditional grade school classroom and the fine arts classroom. I know the challenges and potential uses of technology integration in both. I view technology now as the ultimate tool for teachers to collaborate together and reach all learners. The possibilities are endless. That being said, there are many challenges that are present, and those challenges also must be collaborated upon in the educational community. Technology is not in a bubble or isolated to itself or to specific uses or people. This degree has taught me technology is a tool that is different for everyone. Its planned use, its implementation, evaluation, and sustained use is crucial to its success in education. I'm thrilled to be looking forward into the future with these skills, and it's a big new world in the world of education with the speed of technology and technology tools that are coming out so rapidly, and I'm thrilled to be a part of that. This degree has prepared me for my desired goals as an instructional technology specialist in a school or district setting. I still desire that position. I'm prepared with a great toolkit, with ADDIE and current research, Web2 tools, and experience with web authoring tools and application. I would like to thank my major professors, Dr. Smyth, Dr. Wissick, Dr. Senn, for all their advice, wisdom, experience, and patience of the past 2 years. Thank you so much.